All right, so I'm going to cut some blocking to put for the drywall, because it's going to be drywall in the upper half, and we're going to do laminate flooring either this way or this way for the bottom half of the walls. And right now, like I said, I'm getting ready to do the blocking. I have not insulated or anything up there yet. She wants me to try to get this whole bottom part complete first, and then I can start moving up to there. So I'm gonna see if I can get all of this done today, and yeah, and we'll see how far we get. I've got these two upper pieces hung. As you can see, I have V-notched where I'm gonna tape it and mud it, so that way I get a nice even seam that's not gonna be protruding out or anything. I learned that trick from Vancouver Carpenter on YouTube. Go ahead and check them out. Here's how far I've gotten so far with being frustrated and stuff. I started using duct tape, as you can see, to hold the tape in, and I staple it. I just ran out of tape, but I've been using rubber gloves so I don't get fiberglass in my hands. And rubber gloves, or whatever those are, latex gloves I should say, and duct tape is not a good mix, because one, it either gets the duct tape all screwed up or it sticks to the glove, and then the glove stretches about 6 inches and it snaps back and hurts your finger. These 2x6s are gonna go right up here, and they're gonna go all the way across, and it's gonna stick out of the drywall. It's gonna look like a fake beam. I guess while I wait for the duct tape to arrive, I can block all that in, so that way the drywall has something to nail into, or nailers is actually the proper terminology, I guess. But yeah, you can see I did these. They don't need to butt up perfectly, they just need to be close enough. Still gotta shove insulation bats down there, and I'll probably do that right now actually before I cut my nailers. So yeah. All right, got more duct tape. It's white. I also got black, but I figured why not change up the colors up here, you know? So I got all these blocks in. They're just nailers, so I'm not worried about the gap or anything like that. They're literally just nailers. They're not to add structural integrity to the building for anybody that is going to worry about the way I blocked it in. I know. I've got the insulation in this area done. Just this small area, so I'm gonna put up a few sheets of drywall, and then I'll start and move over. I got the first part of the fake beam up, got insulation up on this area. I think I'm gonna just drywall this area and get this light in, and then tomorrow I will continue with the other piece of the beam, the fake beam over there. This also adds a lot of rigidity to the roof, I've noticed. So that's the other board, but I got the hole cut out for this light, and I'm gonna put that in. Light is installed, fake beam is installed on this side, insulated. I can at least get one sheet of drywall up in this area. Live video, something satisfying for viewers to see. Is that satisfying or what? That's a nice fit. Yesterday, or last night rather, that's where I ended. Today, I've got this insulated. It's time consuming as hell because they're not 24-inch bats. They're 16s that I'm cutting to fit in between here. And you see I'm using tape, stapling in. It'll work just fine. home improvement companies, I think they do this on purpose. So 24-inch bats of insulation are absolutely outrageous, but whenever you build something 24 on center, it's cheaper to build that way. However, now you got to buy the insulation, which is more expensive. So in a way, you're not really saving money. Versus if you do 16 on center, now you're spending more money on the lumber and less money on the insulation. So basically, you're just flopping it, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so that's why we're using the 16 on center R13 insulation in here. And I know this is not the right insulation to be using for a roof. However, we're in Arizona. It doesn't get that cold. It gets hotter than hell. But with 1/2-inch drywall, metal roofing, 1/2-inch sheathing, R13 insulation, it's probably going to be just fine. I mean, we have an 8,000 BTU air conditioner in here, which is more than adequate enough for this space. Plus, when it has all of the furniture and all that good stuff in here, it's going to be more than good enough. There's a little gap over there, as you can see, but that's just fine. That's all going to be mudded right up against it. When it's done, it'll be stained. It'll be looking nice, but you can kind of see how we put the light in the center of the board. It kind of gives it that nice rustic look, because that's what she's going for. That's why the wall colors are this color. 1800s, early 1900s look is what it's going to be. But you'll see when it's done. One thing I've been fighting with, and it seems like these quick built places, which makes sense because they're quickly built, just like mobile homes, is having your studs perfectly on center is almost non-existent. Over here, I had to cut that drywall to be perfectly on center because, like right here, we have from that center, that joist to right here is 49.5 inches. Why the hell they did that, I don't know. But I mean, I don't know, just me, the way I think of building things is, if you're gonna be building a structure like this, at least think of the customers that are gonna buy it that might possibly put drywall or put boards up or something, you know. Kind of like if they went to the extent, you can see they put nailers, they double joisted every 4 feet, but they decided to not put any in the corners. I had to put nailers, as you can see over there, in order to land the drywall and something. So I don't know, it's just a pet peeve so far about working in this thing. It's just kind of like reminds me of working on a mobile home. That's how they are. my phone ended up dying, and I ended up just letting it charging so that way I can finish what I was doing. But you can see I got the roof. Pretty much complete over there. I've just been working on taping and mudding all the joints. They're doing the first coat on these. Oh man, I really like that exposed beam look. That is really nice. I like that a lot. Anyways, you can see I've been mudding. So tomorrow I get to finish up all of that. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to put a second coat on this one as well. And then I can start sanding it. And then just check for any other little imperfections. After I sand it, I'm probably going to take a chalk line and run it from there to there, and then sand that chalk line perfectly so that way I can get a perfect line all the way across on both sides. You can see what it looks like right now, but once everything's sanded, it's going to look good. The first coat's always going to look like crap. So you'll see the finished product when it's done, how it looks.